Hello everyone, let's look at the new features and changes that Microsoft is rolling out on Windows 11 build 26300.8068 in the dev channel. These changes also apply to Windows 11 build 26220.8062 in the beta channel. It is important to note that changes in the dev channel are meant for version 26H2 rolling out later this year. At the same time, the changes in the beta channel are meant for version 25H2. However, because Microsoft is still in the early stages of development, both channels are still mostly identical. And as you can see, version is still showing up for 25H2, but eventually, as we get closer to the release, Microsoft is going to switch this number to 26H2. Okay, first, in the group policy editor for the enterprise and education editions of the operating system, Microsoft is updating the remove default Microsoft Store package from the system policy. And the policy isn't new. However, now when you enable it, you're going to find this option. And from here, network administrators can specify to uninstall different N6 and AppX apps by just adding the package family names. And in order to find that package family name for a particular app, you are going to have to use PowerShell using this command. And if we were to add this particular application, we need to copy this and put it right here. Once you save this configuration, the next time that you create an account on the first login, the system will uninstall any of the apps checked on this list, plus the ones you added right here. In addition, starting with this release, the company is updating the out-of-box experience. So now when you go through the initial setup while on the name your device page, in addition to find the setting to set the computer name, you're also going to find an option that allows you to set a custom name for the profile folder. Now, the ability to actually change the user folder name, it's not completely new. In the past, Microsoft was also testing this, but you needed to open command prompt during the initial setup in order to set the custom name for the profile folder. But now the company added an actual setting within the out-of-box experience. Also in this preview, the kernel introduces a new enforcement policy that removes the default trust from cross-sign drivers. Using this new approach, third-party drivers from the Windows Hardware Compatibility Program will continue to be trusted by default, even though a limited allowed list of verified publishers and drivers from the legacy cross-signing program will remain allowed. Now, the process works something like this. The feature will check the operating system for at least 100 hours and 3 system reboots. During this stage, Windows will determine the system's drivers to determine whether they comply with the new policy. If the drivers are compatible, well, then Windows 11 will enable enforcement automatically. And if it's not, Windows 11 will continue in its monitoring mode. Now, if we go to the settings app, more specifically to the recovery page, now we're going to find a new entry called point-in-time restore. And from here, you will be able to turn the feature on and off. And you can also control the restore point frequency and rotation. On the same page, you can also select the storage that the system will reserve for this particular feature. If there are any restore points created, they will be listed right here. Now, the company is also updating the messaging that you will find when using the point-in-time restore feature through the Windows recovery environment. And basically what the company is adding is this message right here to let you know to keep your computer plugged in to avoid interruptions while the restore point is being applied. Now, if you are a Microsoft 365 subscriber using the family plan, then you will now see an option to upgrade that plan to another one. If you don't want to see this option, you will have to change your privacy settings. And to do that, we just need to go to Privacy and Security, and from the recommendations page, you want to turn off the recommendations and offers in settings toggle switch. Now, if we go to the accounts page, more specifically to the others users page, we're going to notice that when you try to change the account type, the dialog interface has been updated to match the design of Windows 11. In addition, through this page, you can also see this new account details option that allows you to change the account name. Now, I don't have this particular change, but on nearby sharing, the company is renaming the drag tray feature to drop tray, and the feature now is being relocated to the multitasking page. But like I said, on my installation, I did not receive that change. Also, according to the company, if we go to the pen settings page, you're going to find some changes to the pen tail button options, including a new same as Copilot key option that allows the button to launch the same app configured on the Copilot key, which you can actually do from the keywords page. And that's it. Those are pretty much the biggest changes that we are going to see on Windows 11 build 26300.8068 and the dev channel. And like I said before, these changes also applied for build 26220.8062 and the beta channel. Now let me know in the comments what you think about these changes. Like the video, share it, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet, and I just hope this video was informative for you, and I would like to thank you for viewing.